Hello everyone, my name is Kathy and today I have another inspiration moment that can motivate someone out there to go back to school. So friends with me, one is a nursing student and the other one is a retired nurse. Her name is Linda, you probably met her already. And this
As you said, my name is Frank, and I am in the nursing program here in town, Modesto, and we'll be graduating at the end of April, which is a month from now.
like, what were you doing before you,
Okay.
you have an idea of say, hey, I'm going back to school? You know?
So I have spent 30 years in the food and beverage industry, working at like private clubs, and one of the clubs that I worked for 23 years, we actually sold it. And at that time, I decided to go back to school. Most of my children are older now, and they've already been to college. And so I decided it was a good time for me to go back. And nursing was something I was always interested in, or just helping people in general, something I was always interested in. I actually originally was thinking about getting into physical therapy. And then as I was doing the prereqs, they were the same prereqs for nursing, and I just really started getting interested in nursing. Just the more I learned about it, the more that's what I wanted to do.
Okay.
You know? Yeah.
So have you have anybody or anyone that inspired you to go back to school and become a nurse?
Actually my wife really was inspired me to go back to school and become a nurse. And then my sister, I got two sisters that are in the medical field. One's a nurse and the other one is a respiratory therapist.
Oh, so you have a family member who's in the healthcare.
Yes,
Okay,
yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
And so I know that you are a nursing student in a later year.
Correct, yes.
Can you tell me a little bit about that?
I am, so I'm 52 years old. I have 5 children. I have 2 grandchildren. So yeah, and it was a little bit of a difficult decision at first to go back at an older age. I was concerned about, because it had been a while since I'd been in the classroom setting, but it's definitely been worth it. Definitely been worth it.
So how long did it take you to get in the program? I know that as a nurse, I know that, right, Linda, there's a prerequisites class that you have to take before you apply to the nursing program.
Correct, yes. So I started taking prereqs when the place that I originally worked for, right when we first sold it. So that was 2017. And I was just taking the prereqs, but I was taking like 2 classes at a time. So I was taking my time with that because I want to make sure to get all straight A's. Because to get into the program, you have to have all straight A's. So you don't want to have any B's.
Wow, that's tough. That's a challenge.
It was definitely a challenge.
So it's okay to start one class at a time.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes. In fact, at my very first class, I took 1 class because I just hadn't been in the system for so long at the local junior college here that I needed to get priority registration. So I took a basic biology class, which was not a prereq, but it got me into the system. So I got priority registration so I could get the classes that I needed.
Okay, good.
And then, so I took then I started taking 2 classes at a time. And of course, a lot of this was during COVID stuff, so a lot of it was online in the beginning.
Oh, that's the advantage of being having COVID.
The
because
prereqs weren't really online, but later on when I got right before nursing program, a lot of it was online.
Oh, good. Yeah. That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. It help speed up the
right.
class.
And so in addition to, because it's a merit-based thing for most part to get into the program. And so I ended up, I went to EMT school and became an EMT. Did that for about 8 months until the program started. So I had applied to the local one here and another one not too far from here, a nursing program, and I got into both of them.
You must be smart.
No, just lucky.
Lucky and smart, and then motivation.
Yeah.
You have to be resilient and persevering. That what you want.
Perseverance for sure. Yeah.
Yes. And so, Linda, do you have anything to add to Frank's question?
Well, I would ask, do you have any suggestions for those wanting to go back to school? Any fast tips?
Well, I would say that if you're like me, older and already had like a previous career, don't let your age hold you back. That was concerning me at first. I was just like, oh, am I too old to go back? I was even looking it up. How old's too old to go to nursing school? And there was so much support out there. Everybody was saying, oh, I'm 60 and I'm just graduated. And so there's a lot of older people that have doing this as a second career. So
Yeah.
so don't let fear hold you back. That's for sure.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you. Do you have another question?
Do you have future plans? Anything specific that you want to work towards?
Well,
once
you know,
are a nurse?
I was talking with Kathy earlier. I was kind of excited about the idea of like OR. You know, right now I'm going to do just the med surg, the floor nursing, get my feet wet there and get some experience, and then look to do something like OR. You know,
That is
would
OR is nice.
A few more classes.
a few more classes. But then today, working in the outpatient with you guys, with you, I think, well, this is kind of nice too.
It is different.
It is different,
but
yeah.
It is a low impact on your physical.
Right.
Your body.
Correct. Yeah.
It's just- but it is important that you have knowledge base. It's called the well-rounded nurse first, right? To work in the inpatient setting for
Yeah.
at least 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, to learn that basic in nursing. Clinic is really nice, right, Linda?
It is.
Yeah. So Linda is a retired nurse. That's wondering how many months has it been since you retired?
Well, it's been 3 weeks.
Still?
Oh, 3 weeks.
Yes.
So Linda's been through this, so she will understand and
I
what you have.
spent about 25 years in the hospital. Well, not quite 25 years. I was in Delta Blood Bank for a while. I'd say 15 to 20 years in the hospital, 10 years at Delta Blood Bank, and about 10 years in the clinic.
Nice.
Do you have anything to advise friends?
Words of wisdom bestow upon me.
You learn an awful lot in the hospital, but sometimes that gets old after a while.
Yeah.
And it's really nice to get a niche.
Yeah.
If you like OR, that should be your niche.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed oncology, and that was my
Oh,
little
yeah.
niche, and I really enjoyed it.
Nice. Good to know. Yeah.
So back to the purpose of this story of the videotape is to encourage anyone out there, either young, you just freshly graduated from high school, or you've been out from the college for 5, 10, 20 years, and you're in one job that you need, you're wanting to do something but not knowing what to do. Hopefully, I'm hoping this videotape will give you some motivation, encouragement that Frank can do it, I can do it, Linda can do it, so can you. So you just need to get everything together and just do it.
That's right.
What do you think?
Follow your bliss.
Anything else?
Joseph Campbell, favorite.
Anything else? We're just nurses and want to change somebody's life, at least one or two, that will make us happy. So if you make any, do you have any advice?
Like I said, just don't let fear hold you back, and don't be afraid to start because you're older. If you're younger and you want to start, I would recommend that. Start when you're younger. So,
with no responsibility.
Although when I was younger and I first went to junior college, I didn't get such great grades, and now as an older student, I get straight A's. So we're more able to get purpose and focus.
Good to know. How about
Yeah.
that?
Live your dreams.
Yeah.
If that's what you want, do it.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, and that will be it.
All right.
We'll see you next time.